it started with me just making music. I started making music when I was 13 years old. I was just working by myself, and I was kind of forced by my mother and my ex girlfriend to attend this school that they found, and they thought it would be good for me to just get out of the house because I was always home. They got me to go there. Um, and that's where I actually met my producer that I'm still working with till this day. And we made Kit Kat there. It was like, I think it was the second song that me and him made together. I think that the recipe is just working really hard, finding your own style and finding your kind of sauce to what you're doing. And that takes a lot of practice. It takes like years with testing out different things, just experimenting a lot. But when you do find that red thread, like going through your music, that's when you know, like, okay, this sounds like me. It's probably more difficult, being a woman in general. Um, but I think that if you don't really care about what anybody thinks of you, or you don't care about what people say about what you do, that's when you get the freedom. I guess I just draw inspiration from anything, um, anything that I'm going through, or anything that I get inspired by. I guess things I see, things I hear, things I feel. Um, it's just like I feel like when I'm recording in the studio, I usually always freestyle. I go on a mic when we have like a few chords down or whatever, just we catch a vibe, and then I just go on the mic and I start freestyling. And I go until I feel something. When I sing something, sing a melody, or say a sentence or something that just makes me feel something, I just go from that. And I'm like, okay, this is it. This is the concept. Well, if we go like way back, when I was a kid, I was a huge fan of Michael Jackson. That was like my first like inspiration ever. He made me buy a hat and a glove, and he made me do all the dances and like try to sing like him, and like I was obsessed. So I guess that's where it started. Um, but when I got older and like started actually making music and doing this, I when I was 15 years old, I heard XXX Tentacion for the first time, and I remember the song was Jocelyn Flores, and that just stuck with me. Like I remember I had goosebumps all over my body, and I was just like shook, and I felt so much from hearing that song and hearing his voice and like all the emotion in it and everything. And from that moment on, I was like obsessed with him, and I'm like, okay, so I can sing too. If he can sing, I can sing too. I think one of the favorite songs that I've ever written this far is "Low," and it's on my yeah. It's on my debut album, that I just released, and that song, I don't know. I guess it just means a lot to me, and it's very real to me. Um, I was going through like kind of like a breakup, or I was in a relationship, and both of us knew that it wasn't working. And yeah, so when I wrote that song, it just I was just shocked because I didn't think that I could make like that type of song. It was the first time that I made like kind of like a quote unquote pop song, and it just felt really good, and I felt like that unlocked a lot of doors for me musically as well. I've been to Poland one time before, and that was with a friend of mine, a good friend, and we was just here like for a weekend, and all we did was just like we partied and we went to a strip club. I mean, I hope so. I hope. Yes. I mean, I had such a blast today, and it was so fun. This is like probably the best show that I've had this far in my career. So I definitely want to come back. Be yourself, first of all. Don't don't let anybody put you down. Like even like from if you were young and you had a hard time at school or if people try to put you down or whatever, that shit does not matter right now. Like all you can do is just build yourself up, build that confidence within what you feel good with doing. You know what I'm saying? I found music is my thing, and it literally got me through life. Like I don't know what I'd do without music. So I think just when you find that thing that you love, just stick with it, work hard, and the universe is going to reward you for it.
Fucking love you all. Thank you so much.